Mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time. Christ in crypto, Mitecoin's dream. Matthew chapter 20, verse 15. Yours is yours, mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time. Let's spend time together. Let's see how it goes. Bless others by sharing. It could work, you know. 5 Match'em rounds for all to see. 52 down to 1. Which card will it be? Yours is yours, mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time. Let's spend time together. Let's see how it goes. Bless others by sharing. It could work, you know. The winner provides the address. M2015 is a goal. If my coin catches on, generosity will flow. Thousands catch the vision, sharing just a bit. Combine all the blessings, the total will be legit. Yours is yours, mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time. Yours is yours, mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time. Christ in crypto, Mitecoin's dream. Matthew chapter 20, verse 15. Yours is yours, mine is mine. We do what we want with our treasure and our time.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Match'em. Still trying to figure out this microphone. I kind of got some feedback that said, I don't know, one way or another, the song was loud or I was loud, so I'm still dialing it in. So give me your feedback if you will. And as always, this is where I ask you to make sure that you can hear me while I blabber on the fact that this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. We're just a bunch of crazy people hanging out, having some fun, trying to learn about crypto and doing this crazy Mitecoin project. So thank you very much. All good. And so, as always, right out of the gate, we are going to pop up this. And oh my, this thing is definitely changing. And we are going to slide this over. And as always, I've got all kinds of crazy stories. So we're going to update this to 193.17, 14. I don't know. And Chicken Girl. She by chance got her phone taken away because we've got a little limited time here. Hey, Danny. Hopefully you're still cutting away on that deer. But so right now, I'm not sure what to do about the old Chicken Girl because based on the post in the chat, so that's definitely she's got to make a yeah. So have her chat if she can. That's kind of we've transitioned to chat to claim it type thing. I don't know. I think I posted that. If not, I need to add that in there. Just so not that obviously I know it's going to seem silly, but what I tell people is, I'm such a dork, but I try to make sure that when we get famous and when this thing blows up, that it's all above board. And so obviously it's only $20 and I can do whatever I want anyway. But anyway, so have her jump on there. And so I'm here. Oh, there's the E. I guess I thought that was your dad. Okay, dig it. Hey, lady, congratulations. I saw that now. I just saw the avatar as an E. So, hey, congratulations to Chicken Girl. So, Dump Dude gets to be sent packing again. Boo-hoo. And, oh my goodness. Look at, even though it's saved now. Oh, Willie. Bruh. You're literally going to win it right before our eyes if you would have just waited a little longer. So, anyway, Chicken Girl's winner. Congratulations to her. And I will transition. My goodness gracious, I'm struggling with my mouse, everybody. All right, there's that. And I know that you guys don't care about this, but I'm going to enlarge the other screen so I can see. And let's talk about some numbers. Not only do we have, $20 going out to Chicken Girl for the Solana Showdown, but an hour ago, way back at 8 o'clock, Solana was 193.45. and literally during that Solana Showdown check, it had dumped. Well, heck, I watched Ray be 2 cents off. I saw Crazy Chicken Lady be like 2 cents off. I checked it again. Both those were losing. Chicken Girl was on it. And then as we were watching, I'm guessing Willie's probably going to be in the running soon. So that's crazy crypto for you. An hour ago, and that's what these numbers are based on, Solana was 193.45. Last time we got together, last Saturday night, it was 185.59. So it's actually, we get to talk about it good, nice, and for once. It's up a little over 4%. It's probably down now, obviously, because it's under 193. Market cap. Last time we got together, it was a little over 63 grand, and now it's sitting at a little over 65 grand, 65,050. So that's up over 3%. Our Mitecoin to US dollar is up over 3%. And yeah, we do have a little bit down. We're down about 1%, 1.2% on the Mitecoin to Solana. A little bit of profit taken out this week. But guys, I'm telling you, you know what? We ate that up, and overall our wallets are up over 3%. Well, like I said, I'm going by my 8 o'clock number, so bear with me. You have to know that I'm not trying to pull one over on you. But yeah, over 3%. It's not the juicy 10 or 15 of the meme coin land, maybe, but that's not too shabby. What else we have? We have 300,000 Mitecoin. As always, we check what that costs to get somebody in. And as of 8 o'clock price, 300,000 Mitecoin would set you back a whopping $5.02. So again, I know, broken record, talk about it at work, around the dinner table, or around your family reunion, holidays coming up. Talk to them about this crazy thing you're doing, and for $5 you can play all the time. $20 a week minimum for Solana Showdown. If you jump in, you got a chance to pick a card. All kinds of good stuff to do. What else do we have? Leading into Willie's M20 1556. Before we give those specific numbers, I'll give you all the total to date that's been sent out. In that number, including what I'll show you with Willie, is a whopping 399 million Mitecoin. That has a street value, as they say. It sounds kind of risque, right? It's got a street value of 66. That'd be awesome. $6,676 has been sent back. That's good stuff. I guess I forgot. I haven't done a very good job, partly because when we first started this, just to give perspective, I would go over and check the screen. I think liquidity for our Mitecoin is around $21,000. And that's just so you know, when we started, that was, I think, 5,400, so 5,400. And, I have texts to people when it got to like 8,000, and I was basically pooping my pants. And when we got to 10,000, it was really awesome. So, we're at like 21,000 liquidity. Market cap, like I said, is 65,000. So that's exciting. So those are our numbers. And then obviously part of that overall is the individual. And for the individual, this is Willie's second in a row. He goes in and I want to just remind everybody, because I know that all of you are pretty much OGs, so this is not anything new. But if I'm thinking about maybe using some of this stream stuff on our TikTok and maybe on X. So I'm trying to explain it as if maybe a newbie was listening. And so you'll have to bear with me. You're part of the cast now. So, but you'll notice last week, Willie on the dev portion only scored 375,000 Mitecoin. And on this one, even though it's obviously the same guy winning it, that dev portion bumped up to 525. And that is because obviously he had the winning card and he posted content. But in addition to that so that earns him 300,000, obviously. Then he was on watching last week. That's another 75. And he provided that awesome video, and that's another 150. So anyway, that's where that dev portion changes. And then the blessings, we took ahead a little bit. As far as last week, he had 10 blessings. This week, we've got 7 people that sent him something his way. But honestly, it's a pretty tasty 2.12 million. And the street value of his wallet, again, an hour ago, was $44.28. And I'm at liberty to say a little bit regarding one of the transfers into him. If you don't remember, the streak tonight that we are going for, that you all are going for, is streak 17. So Willie's win last week extended the streak to 16. And I'll just say that I can't say much. I was instructed not to give away much, but there is, until the streak is broken, or until the board is full, there will be a potential streak bonus continuation, but there is like some way that's calculated. So this streak bonus, whatever way was calculated, obviously qualified for the full bonus because it was streak 16 and it was $16 of Mitecoin cent. So like I said, I guess what I will tell you is that I don't know exactly if it's going to be a 17 for a 17 win or how that affects it, but there is some sort of stream bonus to kind of keep the stream going, or the streak bonus. So anyway, and that does not mean, like Cody said, you rip off your skivvies and go running through town. Although, if there's big enough Mitecoin, maybe some gets thrown into the pile, maybe we can get Willie to do a streaker down, Stagecoach or something. Maybe not. Maybe we can pay him not to do that. So that's his winnings. Congratulations. And then we got to talk about this Mitecoin Meta wallet. And no, that's not live. That's just a screenshot that I took about 10 minutes ago. And yes, I will. I'll put the screen up again. But if you have not listened to the little song there, I want to highlight a couple things for you. And I know that I think I've said it last week on the stream, but I'm going to actually rename. Oh man, hold on a second, guys. I need to see. This is all kinds of problems. I need to move this up here, I think. Oh boy, hold on. I'm really causing a problem here. Okay, we'll see if this works. No, it doesn't, because I don't know what I'm doing, I guess. One more try. Hold on. You're getting the real version of it right now, guys. All right, you're just going to get this, okay? You're going to get the live version because I couldn't do it. So there's the live version. There's Mitecoin Meta Wallet. You guys are familiar with that. And if you notice in the song, I'm going to change the name. I'll see if I can do this while you guys are watching. If I click this and I go to the meme coin. Now that's not all, ouch, that's no fun. So that's not all going to go into what I'm going to call the exit wallet. And I think I've been kind of going that way, and I want to just officially announce it if I haven't. But there's the wallet that we're looking at that has started out as that Mitecoin Meta wallet. That's basically kind of an exit wallet, right? So when we decide as a fellowship that you all, maybe the stream stops in the form that we're doing it or whatever, if you're still active, that wallet will be split. And the reason that I'm going to rename it as an exit wallet is because the Mitecoin Metal absolutely is what it started as, right? Is the metal taken over the summer. But like that meme coin, that's 130 going into it. I don't want to brag, but yes, you're reading that correct. I'm up $2.95. I know, in my meme coin trading. So when that gets to a certain level, I will transfer all or some of that meme coin profit into what the official exit wallet is. So what that means is if I can somehow hit it big, then you guys will be blessed with that as well. I'll just pay it forward and we'll all keep it in there and we'll watch it grow. Hopefully I won't completely dump it. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that was, that's definitely kind of taken a little bit of a different form. And I guess, to be honest, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened. By that, I mean our Match'ems change forms. We used to have bonus rounds. I think most of you maybe have been around, but we used to, buy a bonus card. We used to have a couple times we had two different boards. It just got crazy. So anyway, yeah, we just kind of roll with it around here. And that's what that's transitioning to. And I will say that, see, I didn't even have my numbers right, or I did not follow my notes. Way back up with that Solana showdown, just to kind of give, one reason why I do that. So a couple of us are in this meme coin Telegram group, and I think it was last weekend, I think, actually, that he jumped on, whoever's running that, jumped on and said, whoever, I think this is right. Willie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he jumped on and said, hey, the first person to post their address, I'll send them 10 Solana. And at first, somebody actually accidentally sent like a token address instead of their Solana, their Phantom wallet. And then, so he made fun of that guy because the person that, posted the wallet address, he literally showed a transfer of basically $1,000. And that was obviously pretty crazy. Now, here's the reality. I have no idea. That could totally be Scam City, right? It totally could. But the other thing is somebody else got on because the nature of meme coins is scams. And I'm relatively sure that the person running this Telegram group has a system to score a bunch of money. And somebody else jumped on that knows crypto a lot better and kind of put him on blast saying, he came on and started kind of yelling at people saying, you guys dumped it, a certain coin. And then somebody followed up behind him and said, you know what? He actually, on the way up, he profited over $100,000. And now he's complaining at you that like his last, 10,000 got ate up. And the reason I tell you that story is, that's the same guy that, kind of like if I've never really won at a casino, but I've heard stories like this, that if somebody's winning big at a casino, let's say playing blackjack, and they've got a stack of, $500-600 of chips in front of them, they very much would just roll a $25 chip across to the dealer because in the perspective of their big winnings, they're like, thanks, bruh. And so the guy that we were watching last week, he literally, actually, it could have been fake, but I wouldn't surprise me if, after taking the group for $100,000, he, feels generous and tosses $1,000 to somebody. Anyway, that's my $20, right? So it's all relative. I want you to know that if I ever do a trade of a meme coin, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is my word to you. This is the lucky Match'em 57 live stream bonus. It's my promise to you. If I ever score $100,000 or more on a meme coin trade, I promise to send everyone watching tonight $1,000 of Solana. See, that's the way I am. So it's all relative. So unfortunately, because it hasn't happened yet, you get $20 of my coin. So anyway, I forgot to mention that down with the Solana showdown. So anyway, that's the exit strategy. That's the exit wallet. And now we do this, and you'll see that the board has changed a little bit. Again, I'm trying to look ahead as I think about maybe trying to do some TikTok videos of our game to kind of raise the excitement. And I know that it might seem crazy for you all that record and send those videos in, but it makes, I love making that content. I think it's exciting. And if I can work my magic and you all can provide me content, ideally maybe I stop announcing who the winner is at the beginning and we'll wait to watch it at the end for the people that watch it on X. So anyway, that's the deal. So this is the new board. And the reason that is, obviously now you can see what hearts, diamonds, and clubs are and things like that. But once we get going and in the finals, then you'll know exactly which card everybody has. Patty, what'd you say? I will be expecting my 1,000 tomorrow morning. Well, you know what, bruh? I really hope that that's the case. I'll tell you that right now. So let's just do Match'em 57 baby steps. Okay. Round 1 vote. And we're going to do a 1 or a 2. And we're going to start the poll. So, again, I don't want to brag, but I was up $2.95. That was a little bit of a comeback. I took a hit. I dumped, I hate to say this, I dumped $10 or $15 into one. No, sorry. I dumped $15 into one. I think I got out of there when I only donated $5. I think I dumped $10 in another one. And just I should check it, it was like $1. It was pretty bad. But the reason I was back up, I jumped into another one, last Friday, I think, at the end of the day. And I got out at 50%, made 50% gain. Now, granted, I only went in with like $10 or something, but guess what? It's still up 50%, right? So, and that causes me to be up on in the meme coin wallet. So, it's a wild west out there. Don't think it's easy, that's for sure. It can end quickly. So number 2 is the winner with 67% of the vote. Round 1, Match'em 57. Looking for a streak to be extended to 17. So we're going to find out, as we do every time first round, whether the winning card tonight's going to be red or black. I forgot to check. Willie, if you know for sure, I think, not obviously, I know that Willie won the last 2, but I think he might have even won it with the 2 of hearts. So maybe confirm in the chat if that's true. But right now we're going to find out if it's even going to be red or black. This is Match'em 57, round number 1, and number 2 had the most votes with 67%. Winning card tonight is, whoa, guess what, Willie? I got bad news for you. You're not going to win this week with the 2 of hearts because that just got rained on because red is over there. So, as we always do on our Match'em stream, we don't do that. We flip them over, mix them all up, slide one under there, and another one under there. And I will talk you guys through as I select round 2. And I select that. And then we will slide over there. And that right there is our round 2 board. Because obviously that we had a black winner and clubs and spades are the ones that are up for play, up for pay. So here we go. Round 2 vote. And that's a 1 and that's a 2. And should be live right there. Should be live. Another thing I'll say, I had talked to somebody today that got into some meme coins and did really well, doubled his money, right? Doubled his money. And that's good. You got to remember, that's good. The painful part was as he exited and watched it, at one point it got up to 8 times the money. And I'm just going to tell you, my advice is, I've warned a lot of people that meme coins are crazy risky, and they are, especially if you're trying to get to the top of every gain. But just imagine that you could 90% of the time, double or get 50% on your investment. That's not too shabby, right? That's not too shabby. So it can suck you in because you're going to find those where you get out early and man, that thing skied. And then but don't kid yourself. There's going to be times where you get in and that thing, I think my lovely bride has an example. She could maybe even talk from over there, but is that true? You got in how many minutes? Like 2 minutes? How long?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, she says. How much did you put in? 5, 10? 10. She put in $10 and 30 seconds later it was under $1-ish. Yeah. So like I said, there's no guarantees, folks. So let's find out who's going to advance, clubs or spades. It looks like number 2 again with 87% of the vote. So this is Match'em 57, round 2. And we're going to find out if the winning card tonight is a spade or a club. Winning card tonight is a spade. Wow, I don't know. I don't remember that. You know what? I didn't do what I was going to do. Man, you guys got to hold me more accountable because the club's over there. I really, really, really want to go back and find out, what the winning cards were each time. You would think that I would have done that or come up with a system for that, but I guess not. So we're going to mix it up. Before I go to the round 3 board, we're going to slide one under there, and we're going to slide one under there. And we will hit the round 3 board, and we know it's a spade. Hey guys, here's the deal. Look at this board. This is actually somebody's. We got a good chance. We got a good chance of extending the streak to 17. Only 3 little turters in 3 little dumps on there, and there's a lot of names. So we are gonna start round 3 vote. And we're going to do a 1 or a 2. And, oh my, look at this. We have, Patey is coming hard to defend his title. He's, I think, a 6-timer, and he doesn't like the fact that Willie's chomping on his tail. So he figured he'd just put 2 on the low side. Willie's still in play with a play card. He took some of my money earlier this week in a game. That was no fun. So cast your vote. We're going to find out. I'll grab a drink real quick, and you guys finish your vote, and we'll see who wins. All right. Let's end it. We did lose somebody. Hopefully they didn't get angry that they lost out. See if we can still get back up to 9. No, we're stuck with 8. And everybody, here's the deal. Round 3, you know the deal. Match'em 57, going for the streak of 17. And there's only 3 dump dudes left. Number 2, round 3 gets 87% of the vote again. So we're going to find out if this is a low or a high spade. If it's obviously, if it's a high, we've got 2 to deal with. If it's a low, then we increase your odds. Winning card tonight is... Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That means... oh, I better show over here. Almost forgot. Highs over there. So, oh my goodness, I'm moving my board during the live stream. This is going to be a mess. One more time here before we get to the finals. Mix them all up. And we're going to slide 1 under there. And we're going to slide 1 under there. And we have a low spade. And that should be good. Low spade. So, hey, another situation where we jump into the odd side of things and we got a guaranteed winner. So, round 4 vote. And we're going to do a 1. And we're going to do a 2. And we're going to start the poll. And it should be live. Hopefully you see it. And cast your vote. Find out. You got basically 1 left. We got to get rid of the 1. If it is on the even side, then Dan and Patey are going up against the dude to try to extend the streak. If it's odd, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. And we have a bunch of OG winners. Karen and Patey. Actually, yeah, we got a couple. Everybody's winning over there. So I think actually, Dan, have you got it? You've got an M2015, I think. So hey, this is a board full of winners here. So cast your vote. Oh no, you can't do me like that. I see a 50%. I'm going to end it because we've had an even number the last couple, and sure enough. Oh wait, you've never won it? Really? We do have a first-time winner, potentially. So, round 4, I would have swore you won, but maybe not. 1, 2, and round 4, start the poll, vote. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course Dan won. I'm such a dork. That's one of my favorite videos. My goodness, that's what happens when you get old. So yeah, so Crazy Chicken, you're the Crazy Chicken lady's the only one that has never got to victory. So this is your chance. Now the question is, do you keep your vote the same? Do you change it? Does anybody else change their vote? It's a lot of decisions, guys. A lot of decisions. Cast your vote. We're going to find out if we can get a winner. Well, hopefully. We've got 1 out of 7, right? That would be embarrassing. End our poll. And we've got number 2 with 57%. Uh-oh, we're losing. We're losing our crowd. 57% of the votes. And we're going to find out if this is odd or even. If it's odd, it's a guaranteed winner tonight. If it's even, it's not decided yet. Winning card tonight into the finals is odd. Whoa. Hey, guys, you know what you just did? That automatically means somebody is scoring, extending the streak, and, well, I should hope that, yeah, that would be embarrassing if they don't put content out. Awkward. So, hold on 1 second while I reach over and get the low odd spades, and let me find that board. Bear with me. Low odd spade. Throw that up there. And that's these babies, right? So now you can see how much fun that is. Now you can see that Karen's the ace, Sweet Pea's the 3, Patey's the 5, and Crazy Chicken Lady is the 7. So now I will mix them all up off camera, and I will slide a card under the 2, I will put a card under the ace. I will put a card under the 3, maybe, if I can do that. And I will put, oh my goodness gracious. Do you see that? What a cluster. This is not professional. This is I will talk to the production manager about this, and I will file a complaint. I'll adjust this right during the stream. Okay? There. I know. That's the way we roll. Hey, there's our finals, guys. Ace, 3, 5, and 7. Hopefully you all like that excitement. Now you can see that. And we are going to do all caps, final vote, and we're going to find out. 1, a 2, add option 3, add option 4, and I'd say go ahead and vote for which one you want. Now again, right, obviously I have no idea. There's no guarantee that the ace, I have no idea if the ace is under the 1 or if the ace is under the 3. I have no idea where the 7 is, and it's just for fun, right? So here's the deal. Yeah, exactly. We got Crazy Chicken Lady trying to defeat the winning crew, right? There's definitely been some wins among the other 3. And I will say, it's worth noting that in our Match'em 57, the light blue, so Karen, Sweet Pea, and Patty's, those are all cards they received or were able to pick just for hanging out with us in the fellowship room. Now, Crazy Chicken, that card right there, she picked that because, wait, she doesn't have a vote. It didn't come up? Well, post your vote. Oh, I didn't see that. Awkward. So Crazy Chicken, you got that, as you know, because you watched last week's stream. So it's another reason why I'm probably going to be kind of rooting for Crazy Chicken. Not that I don't love my bride, but if we can get a new winner and it's because she watched, that'd be pretty legit. We might have to get a calculator out because if this is too difficult, then I'm going to have to figure out how to put 4 in there. So here we go. Let's check it. End the poll. And it says, oh my heavens. I don't know. Oh my goodness, you guys. Let me see here. I don't know why this thing does not give me. Hold on. So this divided by that. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to revote because that would just be a tie. 4 would not overtake it, right? So we're gonna try it one more time, as always, and then we will figure it out. There's a lot of pressure here, a lot of excitement in the final vote for Match'em 57. And we're gonna run it back one more time. We got a 1, we have a 2, we have a 3, and we have a 4, and we're gonna start the poll, and we'll run it back again. Did it come up this time? Your poll? Man. So we got another one person to put it in there. Oh, actually, maybe we didn't lose somebody. Maybe the person just can't. But I don't know. Is that the first time you haven't been able to vote?
I couldn't vote. No, I couldn't vote before you.
Oh. So, all right. Cast your vote. We'll see what's going to happen here. We got another vote for 4 in the chat, as always. And as we get ready to hopefully declare a winner, we got to make sure that you have your video camera, right? You got to have your video camera ready so we can get some good content. So we're going to cast your vote. We're going to calculate it. Wait, assuming the second number 1. Did I mess up? Oh, we got to do it again because I'm a dork. Oh my goodness. That was just a test vote because you would think I would have it figured out by now, but see that? I get talking and blabbing. Try this again. 2, 3, because I won't even know which one, right? That was awkward. Okay, one more time. Somewhere, one way or another, somebody's going to win Match'em 57 tonight. We're going to get there. Now, it should say 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm assuming that there's still no vote to my side here, so we're going to get another vote in the room. Again, I will say I don't like to mess up, but I have watched a couple streams this week. One, I don't know, the first probably 5 minutes. And he's a guy, he's a very million subs, and he completely had his microphone muted. and he forgot, I guess technically, if you're not watching the chat and you just ask somebody to let you know, but you don't ever check, you talk for 5 minutes before you know. So anyway, we got another vote. Hopefully we have all the numbers decided there. And you guys are killing me. Hold on. So that's 4. 2 divided by... Hey, guess what? We have a winner. Because number 2 got 4 votes and number 4 got 2, but if you add the other one in, that's 3. So it doesn't matter. So number 2 is the winner with 49% of the vote goes there. And number 1 and number 3, you're kind of the biggest losers. So we're going to knock you out first because we got to find out who the winner is. And as always, as we do on the streams, on the finals, we kind of put the losers out of their misery. So this is a situation where you do not want to see your card. This is hopefully, if you're a willing participant and you're watching and you're in the running, if you wanted to have the video on you and show your defeat and agony, I wouldn't complain if you sent that to me, okay? We'll just say that. Number 1, this is your card. You lost with only 13% of the vote, and you are not going to win the Match'em 57, and you're not going to qualify for the streak bonus. And you are... Oh, Karen, I'm not sure you're on, but you didn't have to witness your demise. The next one that's going by, number 3. Same thing. This is a situation where you did not score the most votes, and you do not want this to be your card. It is down to a 3, a 5, and a 7. Sweet Pea, Patey, and Crazy Chicken Lady. The next biggest loser saying goodbye to the streak bonus is... Oh, Crazy Chicken Lady. Crazy Chicken Lady, Crazy Chicken Lady, Crazy Chicken Lady. So that means that we have number 2 as the winner. That means that it is either going to be Sweet Pea or Patey is basically saying, Willie, you might think that you are in the big leagues, but you need to just take a step back. Okay? Take a step back. So, here it is. Match'em 57 winner. 49% of the vote, extending the fellowship streak to 17 weeks in a row, avoiding giving Dump Dude the 300,000 Mitecoin. Tonight's winner is... Patey does it again. Patey, you are, dude, you are legit an OG. I don't know how you do it, bruh. I don't know how you do it. Because, unfortunately, the 3 of Sweet Pea is over there. So I will write this, the 5 of Spades, and somehow, some way, Patey, dude, I just don't even know how you do it, bruh. You are... we might have to rename the game. We'll just rename it. So congratulations, man. Congratulations. We had a lot of stuff going out. We had a Solana Showdown win. We had a Match'em win. So Dump Dude gets left at bay for another week, and that's good. And yeah. So a couple things here. It's going to be kind of a weird night from here on out. The share question this week was jokes, and I definitely want to at least address that. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Even though I did, kind of started off a little bit because I saw that online and that was good stuff. That's funny. But I realized especially, it was kind of a lot of the one-liner, the dad jokes, and I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see a lot of why'd the chicken cross the road? So I figured I'd try to mash up. Some of these are kind of corny, and if you may or may not get them. So I'll just say 2 real quick, and then we're going to kind of change directions. So, and I realize as well that it's a whole lot different when you're trying to type out a joke than when you're talking and you can kind of enunciate and things like that. So it's going to be a little weird because I won't be able to see your reaction. You're just going to have to play along and you're going to have to answer. Okay. And you'll just, pretend you're talking to me in person. Okay. So, we'll try this out. Some of these are pretty bad. Okay. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Right? It's an old-fashioned one, old school. So, Why'd the chicken cross the road? Think about it. Okay. To get to the nerd's house. Yeah, I know. That's pretty bad. Okay. So we'll try another one. Okay. And this is another one where it's obvious they can't do it without you here, but you'll have to play along. So knock, knock. Did you say it? I mean, you have to at least pretend you're saying it to me back so I don't completely feel like an idiot. Okay. So I'll say it again. Knock, knock. Did you ask? Okay. Knock, knock. Who's there? The chicken. That's a good one. You can use that on the old kids. Do you get that one? That's what you call a double layer joke, baby. Did you get it, Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
The nerd's house.
Yeah. Yeah, the chicken's at your house because you're a nerd, by the way. So anyway, I wanted to share the joke, and then we're going to just kind of, kind of a crazy couple days. And so even though, I guess, kind of weird. So if you've been watching the Charlie Kirk deal, and some of you guys probably have checked out or maybe didn't check in, but there's some pushback against like his widow because of like the way she's behaving or whatever stuff she's doing. And I saw a post online that it was with somebody that had a recent loss, and it was basically saying, what they wanted to do was like go mini golfing. They just wanted to get their mind off like the stuff, right? Kind of make things not quite as heavy. And that's really relevant tonight because we've had a lot of stuff going down. You guys remember last week during the stream we did the old Apple, far from the tree type thing, and I played that video. That was my dad, and I think I said in there that was my stepmom, and I think it came up maybe during the stream share about the houses I've lived in. My parents divorced, and my dad remarried, and they have they had a child, and that was my younger brother. And the reason that's all relevant is, he's been basically her caregiver as she's, having some health issues. And what was assumed to be a regular kind of doctor visit on Friday, because she was kind of maybe acting a little strange, the doctor sent them straight to the ER, and she ended up right there in the ER having a medical emergency, and she passed. And that's, so it's weird to like do a stream where we're kind of joking, the very next night. But the reality is that, I think I've said it before, and I really like the idea that may everybody that we lose, may their memory be a blessing to us. And that's not even it. We've got somebody that's in our fellowship from down south that lost her mother this week as well. And so there's just a lot of, we have fun, and I think, I consider Mitecoin important, but it's not really capital I important, right? And what's crazy about it is I just want to encourage everybody that as far as the word that I was thinking about today is regret. And the reason I bring that up is last Saturday, Andrea and I absolutely had an opportunity, and we had planned to drive over to Iowa to see Joyce, my stepmom. She had just been moved into kind of like, it's not even really an assisted living. It was really nice. It was like a senior dormitory, and it was just the extra thing she needed. And that was absolutely on the schedule. And we had just some other stuff come up. We watched Boo's Kids and all this. But the bottom line is, I just want to encourage everybody that if there's stuff that you want to say, if there's things that you want to mend as far as it goes to you, right? And I have that written in my notes here because unfortunately, I gave this advice years and years and years ago to somebody, and I think it's sound, and you may disagree, but I'll just say it anyway. I want for myself, and I want my kids, and hopefully all of us, that we have as few regrets as possible. And there was a situation where somebody wanted to attend a function, and they weren't going to be allowed to bring their significant other. And it was an important function. And so obviously that person had a choice, right? You can not go, or you can ask that significant other not to go. And so the way I just, and you can chew on that yourself maybe and think like, what would you do in that situation? And the advice I gave them was make sure that down the road, that you won't regret whatever you decide, right? And that's ultimately what it is. And so, yeah, there's some, guys, we don't have any guarantees of whether we'll be back. And I say it sometimes, right? Like I think that we'll get together next Saturday night and chat together, but obviously I don't know that. And so don't leave those things unsaid. Don't leave those people unvisited, and don't leave those relationships broken. Again, that's as far as it goes as you can go. There's a verse in the Bible. I'm not very good at like chapter and verse in it, but I can tell you it's in there. And it talks about making peace as far as it's up to you, right? You can't change somebody's heart. You can't make them accept an apology. You can't even make them offer you an apology that you're due. But you have to decide if however you're dealing with it. At the end of the day, I hope you don't have any regrets. Just make sure that you are on lock, and that if you could do it 10 times over, absolutely you would do the exact same thing, right? And if that's not the case, that's okay. And then just change that, right? So anyway, it's kind of a Debbie Downer way to end it. But it's important, and I wanted to share that with you. I will say that I forgot or it came up after, but I did remember today about the stream share, and I will just say that it's going to require, just so you know, it's going to require I will probably post a link to a website. It's going to require you to answer some questions, and now it's an honor system where I just want you to be able to, come back and say you did it. That's the minimum. But what I would really like is if you would share the results. And it's not super personal. I mean, it's not like super duper private, right? It's not like that level, but it's just kind of fun. So anyway, I know hopefully that's piqued your curiosity, and you're just going to be anxiously waiting. And I want to pray us out. I want to pray for the families, my family and the family from down south, Felicia, that is also dealing with that. And I just want to pray for all of us that we might, I guess, take advantage of that time, especially when you feel like that's something you should do. Sometimes you just got to buck up and do it. So anyway, I'll pray us out. Sorry it's so late. Here we go. Father God, I just come to you right now, and I just I thank you for your blessings and for your protection and for your just for your presence through the good times and through the bad times. And I just thank you that there is hope in you, and that absolutely our time on this earth is temporary. And we have opportunity, Lord God, to live with you forever. And I just pray that we would truly, truly understand that and rejoice in that, and know that this life is not where it ends. I just pray you're covering over all of my family and Vern, Lord, as he was so involved in the care of Joyce. And I just pray that you would make yourself known to him and his family. Just pray that you would be with the planning and the travels of everybody coming into town, and you would just help build our family relationships up to just to something that would be a blessing to each other, and that would honor you and honor your design for family. And I just pray for Felicia's family, Lord. I just pray that as she is dealing with the loss of her mother as well, Lord God, I just pray that you would make yourself known to her, and that she would lean into you, and that through this difficult time, she would also be an imager of you, and that she would be a witness to how you provide a real strength to us when we need it in this very difficult world. And Father God, I just pray for the fellowship, for everybody, and pray for this project. I pray that we would be a witness to you among each other. I pray that we would be a community that could lean in on each other when we need it, and that we would surround each other with support, even if it's just online. Those of us that have face-to-face relationships, I just pray that they would grow stronger and they would grow deeper, and that we might help each other carry any burdens that we might have, and we might come alongside each other, and especially, though, Lord God, those of us that follow you. I pray that we would be Christ-like examples, and we'd be a light in the dark, and that they would see that there's something different about us. I just pray your covering and protection over everybody listening. I pray for our physical bodies, that you would bring healing where it is needed. I pray that you would restore health, and that you would restore relationships, and that you would just increase the Spirit upon us, Lord. Just thank you for all your blessings, and truly, Lord God, I just pray that we might have an opportunity to meet again next week, and to just enjoy one another's fellowship. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you guys for giving me some of your time again. I know I'm getting to be long-winded. It's after quarter till again. But thank you, and I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye.